What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy, Slate D Biggs for AnimeMCS, back with some Chainsaw Man greatness. Today, I'm going to be talking about Chapter 73, some of the crazy shiz that went down in it. But before I get deeper into that, I want to start off the video really by saying thank you so much to everyone that watches the Chainsaw Man content, all the other stuff that I make. I really appreciate that I can talk about anime and manga that I'm passionate about, and someone appreciates my perspective. Also, if you're interested, if you like me enough, if you just want to hear random anime fans talk anime, me and my brother Abyss host the MCS Anime Podcast. It's anywhere you could find podcasts, really. Check it out. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. And without any further ado, let's get into this. So last chapter, after getting back from Hokkaido, Aki asked Kishibe to hold on to the kitty cat while they were gone. When he went to pick up the cat, he dropped the bombshell that he no longer wants Division 4 to participate in the Gun Devil hunt because he wants Denji and Power, his dysfunctional family, to be safe. He wants to spend the little remaining portion of his life that he has left, that he shaved off so carelessly, with his family. I do appreciate the sentiment, but it's a little bit too late now. And, consider who your family is. There's no way that he should have thought Makima, Division 4, the Devil Hunter Association in general, would not include the Fiends in this mission, especially whenever she reveals what exactly is going to go down. He's been chasing after the Gun Devil so hard, he hasn't really had time to sit down and let it all catch up to him, I don't think. This last trip to Hokkaido that he took with Denji and Power in tow probably made him sit down and realize, wait, what the fuck have I been doing? Overall, even though it is a revenge story for Aki, he would save a lot of people, hypothetically, if he were to kill the Gun Devil. So a bit more time has passed since the whole Hell incident, and Power is basically recovered. I'm honestly a little surprised that she got so shook up by the Darkness Devil. Denji's kinda same as always. He's surprisingly emotionally stable, especially since he overall is still human, but with, his weird fucked up chainsaw heart. But he also doesn't really seem human in a way that he just moves past all of this insanely crazy shit that happens to him. When it even gets to someone like Power, she's so sure of herself, so confident, and it's probably all just a facade, She's actually really sensitive. Either way, she's pretty much worked through the trauma and she's better now. So Aki is talking about going back to work the next day, and then the phone rings. It's Makima ringing him up to have a little meeting. After Kishibe let Makima know that Aki wanted to pull Division 4 out, she knew exactly what his intentions were. So she calls them up, and she says, alright, I'm gonna let you pull out. So you can go now. But Denji and Power, there's no way they're leaving. There's no way they're not going to be involved in this. They are way too deep. And I don't know if you forgot, but they're basically our property. I can take their lives at any moment if they're not cooperating. And we want/need them to go on this mission because we're going to be doing some fucked up shit. Any kind of information that she's going to say about the Gun Devil situation is classified. So Aki either has to accept that he's going to go, or he's going to have to walk and never see any of them again, probably, and live out the rest of his short amount of time in loneliness. So of course, he accepts that he's going. And, one thing that Makima points out to him that's very much true is that Power and Denji are a lot less likely to die than you. So if you're worried about them, I don't know if you really should be. You should be worrying about yourself. So after saying, fine, I'll do it, she lets them know, so, Gun Devil's already dead, we did it. For real though, the Gun Devil has been dead for a long time, and it's been people taking his body apart and making more weapons out of it and fucking each other up. Some of the tragedies that happened may have been caused by the Gun Devil personally, but for the most part, it's people. All the guns that have been running around the series, you thought that like they made a contract with the Gun Devil, because that's what some of them said. But basically, all of the guns we've seen in the series thus far aren't from the devil. They're just human manufactured, and they're pushed and used to destabilize areas. They're used to just like cause havoc and make a bunch of like. There's too much money in war to not have a bunch of guns around, even though the laws on making guns are so strict. That's just so all of the, the normies can't get a bunch of guns. So an unknown entity took out the Gun Devil, and they basically just found its body. They say in unconscious state, so it wasn't like dead. The mission that they're going on to take the Gun Devil down is actually to collect its body parts for the Japanese government. Makima breaks down where the Gun Devil's body parts are. 20% in America, 28% in the Soviet Union, 11% in China. The other 4% that is held by humans is scattered throughout other countries. The remaining 31%, devils around the world have it. So, while I do think, they could collect collectively more percentage of the Gun Devil's body if they were just going around the world hunting devils. I don't think that's what Makima intends. Instead of hunting devils, I'm pretty sure that they're just going to be attacking areas that are holding the Gun Devil's body parts. And where they attack depends on how fucking goofy the country is. Do they have all of what they have in one place? Is it scattered throughout? How easy? Like, what's the return rate on breaking into this building to get 20% of the Gun Devil's body, as opposed to running all over the world to hunt individual devils? So this whole situation is very distressing to Aki when he's wondering, like, he's got a devil that he can blame on all of his friends dying, and now he finds out that, oh, so it's just other people. Cool. Basically, the Devil Hunters Association is getting ready to wage war to get the Gun Devil's body parts. They're going to storm in wherever the body parts are being held and kill some motherfuckers. Which I know, like, your hands have to get dirty with shit like that every so often when you're in a business like this, but this wasn't any of their intention. Like, a lot of people that signed up to be a Devil Hunter, this is not what they were going for. So Makima definitely has her own goals. She's got her own aspirations. She's got something to offer. Like, there's something she wants out of this whole thing. There's no way that she's just a pawn for the government so the Japanese government can get more pieces of the Gun Devil and ultimately be, like, the world power. I don't think that that's her goal at all. But that's part of the fun about Makima and everything going on in Chainsaw World is we don't know what the fuck is happening. I'm pretty sure that Makima is like the ultimate evil, but it's just it's so obvious it's there, but you don't know how exactly yet. By far, she's like my favorite and I think the most interesting character in the whole series. I think that's Fujimoto's goal, and he's pulling it off pretty well. I want to know more about Makima. And while she is the most interesting part of the whole story, like the whole lore overall to the series, I fucks with everything that happens. This manga is insane. You can hardly predict what's going to happen next. Probably the most upsetting part about finding out all of that is that Denji was promised that if he killed the Gun Devil, Makima would grant him anything he wanted. And I think his goal for that might be changing. At first, you know, whenever it goes down, you're like, oh, he's gonna ask to bang her. He wants a relationship. He wants a waifu. I think maybe his mindset has changed a little bit. I really enjoy seeing Denji's growth over the course of the series. As if Aki's day couldn't get any worse. After they have this meeting where he's basically forced to go on a death mission, he's sitting down, kicking it with his family, and then he sees the most horrific vision. And I think what he was just shown is what the Future Devil initially saw whenever he made the contract with him, because he, you know, the Future Devil's like, oh, your future's about to be crazy. I want to see this personally. And assuming a lot of the devils are consciously aware of each other, he knows the Chainsaw Devil. He knows, you know, a lot of the devils that they're going to be seeing in this, like, final moment of Aki's. And he's probably stoked. He's like, oh, you gonna get killed by him? I gotta go. So what the Future Devil shows to Aki is Aki himself and Power being slaughtered by Denji, and then it's said that the devil that devils fear most is going to appear. And that's something that we might not even be able to comprehend right now, because it's not the devil that humans fear most. You know, it's not the clown devil. The devil that devils fear most. Is this what's hiding inside the chainsaw? Is this the reason that the world wants the chainsaw heart? Because we've seen the imagery all throughout the series of Denji in a little room with like a wall or a door, and there's an eye looking through it. There's something behind that door, and he's decided not to open it. But I think what's behind it, what's living inside of him, might be this devil that devils fear most. All of the fiends can recall before they woke up on Earth, they heard the revving of the chainsaw, you know? So I'm thinking the chainsaw had some sort of job in hell, like some type of River Styx boat captain or Grim Reaper of a sort. So with the Future Devil's power, normally Aki can kind of like see a couple seconds into the future and then dodge something. He can change the future there, like, oh, didn't kill me though. But this future is absolutely unavoidable. Nothing you can do to change it. And it's soon to come. So perhaps in the next couple chapters, definitely in the next arc, there's going to be some crazy shit happening. And I can't imagine Denji killing Power or Aki. So how it gets to that point, I'm sure is going to be very interesting. Makima is going to have a lot to do with it. And I just can't wait to see how this all rolls out. How does Chainsaw Man manage to get more epic every single fucking arc? Anyway, before this video gets too fucking long, I'm just gonna cut it off there. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk at you next time. Peace out.